Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Kari and today I'm doing my March book haul. I apologize for not posting on Tuesday. I didn't have any pre-filmed because I had my cousin staying over and life just sort of all came at once, and then Tuesday night I didn't actually have time to film. So, apologize about that, but let's get into the books I bought in March. It was a better month than February. I controlled myself more. Not as much as I should have, again, but I didn't buy 40 books or more, so I'm happy with it. Let's get started. First one is The Adventures of Barry and Joe, Obama and Biden's Bromantics Battle for the Soul of America by Adam Reed. I saw this when I went to Barnes & Noble to get a gift for one of my friends, and I couldn't resist, because regardless of your feelings about the politics in the States right now, Obama and Biden's bromance when they were in the White House was sort of just the heart of the country, and it's hilarious, and this book just looks hilarious, so I decided that I absolutely needed it. I also got a book from my library. They have dollar books, and so since I can just walk over, I've done that a couple of times. This one is Hild by Nicola Griffith. This is set around Hild, who apparently is an actual saint nowadays. I don't know saints, but apparently she is. And it's set in 7th century Britain, which is something I don't usually read about, but it sounds pretty good. I also bought A Breath of Snow and Ashes by Diana Gabaldon, because while I am still currently reading the third one, and have been for a month because I haven't picked it up, I will eventually finish the books out in this series, and it doesn't hurt me to get a cheap version of the next one. I met up with some family in Red Wing one weekend, and we went to Fair Trade Books up there. If you are a first-time goer, you get a free book. The owner asks you what you like to read, and then goes and picks a book for you. All you have to do is say, "Books make great gifts." Let's be honest, they do, so no problem there. He chose Jack Kerouac's On the Road for me, which is actually perfect because I've not read this, I don't own this, but I'm curious. Another book from my library, Five Black Ships. It says by Ponce de Leon, so I assume that's correct, but Ponce de Leon to me is the adventurer who found Florida looking for the Fountain of Youth. Maybe that's his entire name, Napoleon Braccino Ponce de Leon? It might be. Not sure, but that's what it says, so we're going with it. Either way, it's a novel of Magellan, which sounds interesting. The book I got at Fair Trade is The Six Wives of Henry VIII by Alison Ware. I don't own this, well I do own it now, but nonfiction, I think Alison Ware is a great author, and this is obviously a book I needed in my collection. One of my 2 pre-orders was Deathcaster by Cinda Williams-Chima, which I'm planning on reading this month. This is the 4th and apparently final book in her Shattered Realms series, so can't say anything because spoilers, but it is a YA fantasy and a fantastic series. I also bought Priory of the Orange Tree because I want to read it. It looks cool, it sounds good, so why not? My other pre-order was The Mermaid's Voice Returns in this one by Amanda Lovelace. This is the 3rd of her poetry books that have come out. The first one being The Princess Saves Herself in this one, and the second one being The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one. I really enjoy her poetry collections, and so I was very excited that a 3rd one was out. This one I blame Pierre Ford for, and it is Malice by John Gwynne. I got this at that Barnes & Noble half-off sale back at the beginning of the month, and I absolutely blame Pierre for this because she loves this series, and she's usually pretty good with recommendations, so I thought I'd give it a shot. I also got Good and Bad by Rebecca Traister half-off because I read this one back in November on audiobook and really enjoyed it, so I'd like to have a copy. Then I decided just to finish off a trilogy, so I got Words of Radiance and Oathbringer. I've been looking for whichever one is the second one, this one, Words of Radiance, in paperback for a while because I wanted the size to match the first one I have, and I couldn't ever find the second one, so I had to do some searching, and then I just decided, despite the fact that I haven't read the first one yet, I was going to finish out the trilogy so that I just have a mountain made out of one trilogy. Another half-off is The Butchering Art by Lindsay Fitzharris. This is a non-fiction about 19th century surgery. It sounds macabre and morbid and really interesting. I've read Margaret George's first book about Nero a month or two ago, two now I guess, so I decided to get The Splendor Before the Dark by Margaret George, which picks up when Rome is burning and continues on throughout Nero's reign. I'm intrigued to see how she's going to portray the rest of his reign. I also bought A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer, also half off. I basically paid full price for maybe 2 of these books, which is awesome. But this one is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, apparently, with a beautiful cover, so how could I say no? I also bought Courting Darkness by Robin Lefevre because this is her next book in the world of Grave Mercy, which is about female nun assassins, and how is that not good? I loved that trilogy, and I'm excited to see where this one goes. Library book is The Rose of the World by Alice Clare. This one is a mystery, and it is set in 1210, which is King John's reign, before Magna Carta, because that was 1215. But this sounds awesome. Then I got I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter by Erica L. Sanchez. It was half off. I've seen it around BookTube once or twice, and it looked interesting, so I thought, why not? Also got 5 Feet Apart by Rachel Lippincott, Mickey Daughtry, and Tobias Laconis. I think that's an L. First of all, this cover is so much better than the movie cover. However much I like Cole Sprouse, this cover is better. I've seen the movie, heartbreaker, and I'm excited to read the book. Library book again, The Greenlanders by Jane Smiley. This is about the Vikings who went over to Greenland, and I don't have a time. It just says 500 years earlier. But you know, when they go over to Greenland and realize that it's not green at all. And the last book I bought in March, not chronological, but The Winter of the Witch by Catherine Arden. I really wanted the UK cover for this one because while the US cover is pretty, I like this one better. So I had to order this and it took a while to get here, but totally worth it. This is the 3rd in her Bear and the Nightingale trilogy, it's a Winter Night series, sorry. This is the 3rd in her Winter Night series, which started with The Bear and the Nightingale, which it takes place in medieval-ish, late medieval maybe, Russia, and follows Vasya, our main character, as she navigates the politics and the magic of Russian folklore. I thoroughly enjoyed the first 2, so I'm excited to get to the 3rd one. Those are all the books I bought in March. Like I said, I did better. Still not where I need to be, but April's a new month. I only have 2 pre-orders, and I'm not going to any bookstores this month, so should be good there. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.